That was Wild Ale. Wild Ale. And it's, that's how we were. Glad to check off the box. Like, how long? 5 miles away from that place. Not very often. Yeah, like white.
What is my favorite memory from high school? I would say the tailgate before the milk can game.
Winning the three-legged race with my buddy Will Bell.
Seeing all my friends in the hallways and just like chit-chatting.
I joined Polytech my junior year, and it was the best decision I made.
I'm hoping to be some kind of a graphic artist. I'll probably go to a trade school if I can.
In 10 years, hopefully done with my education and getting my footing in a professional career, maybe starting a family.
I'm currently looking to become a nurse anesthetist, although I also might be like a computer programmer, thinking of going into making games.
I see myself successful in some way, shape, or form.
I think having like a good job where like I'm able to travel and like see the world while like being able to like work and having like freedom.
No matter how bad the current circumstances in your life may seem, if you always look for the glimmer of hope that exists, you'll be moving towards a brighter future rather than going down the same dark future.
I think I kind of learned to like open up more and like, be more comfortable around people. Like the fact that I'm able to like do an interview right now would probably be a big accomplishment for me back then.
Learn time management skills a lot better. If you don't manage your time at least half decent, then you're not going to do too well.
You don't know until you try. I signed up for 2 academies because I could, so I did, having no idea what I was going to find.
I've been inspired by my friends and family because they usually teach me how to be a better person.
I'd say I'm inspired most by my mom because she's worked very hard to make me and my siblings have a good life.
I 100% would have chosen Voorhees over any other school.
Nobody goes as hard as the Voorhees.
I'm honestly glad I'm at Voorhees.
Voo for life.
Voo for life.
Probably going to college and then starting my dream job, whatever that would be. Well, I do graphic design right now, so something to do with that.
To attend college and get a degree in business or engineering.
I'm gonna sell t-shirts out of the back of a bus.
It's either gonna be mechanics or I'm gonna do something with the military.
My plan is to go to college and major in economics.
My high school experience has been a solid 9 out of 10. I've enjoyed my time here a lot and I've met a lot of great people and had some good classes, so I really don't have any complaints.
A 7. I deducted 3 points because of COVID, but all in all, it's been a good 4 years.
I think I'll miss like the sense of community that we have. It's kind of like a small school, so I feel like I know everyone.
Overall, I'm gonna miss the people the most. Once I leave, there's a lot of people that I probably won't see for a very long time, if at all, so I'll miss the people the most.
I think that you have the ability to make anywhere you go frequently your home, so I think this is like considered my home right now, and for the past 4 years this has been my home, and like next year it's not going to be, it's going to be somebody else's home.
And my favorite teacher is Miss Hands because she's always someone I can go to when I'm having trouble with anything or if I just need a person to talk to. So she's always there and super positive.
My favorite teacher is Mr. Crane. He was my English teacher last year. He was just really fun.
Definitely Corey Kent. He's a history teacher here. He's pretty chill. Lets me do whatever I want.
Favorite teacher is probably Mrs. Emmert. She's in the Unified program and she's helped me a lot with knowing what I want to do with my life.
Pellegrino. She's chill. I only had her for 1 year, but she's pretty fire.
My biggest regret in high school is caring too much about what people think of myself. And coming into a new school and stuff, I was super self-conscious about how I acted or how I looked and stuff. But this year, I kind of learned to just accept myself for who I am and not really care about that. And I've had a lot better experience this year than freshman through junior year.
My biggest regret in high school, I don't have any regrets.
After high school, I'm going to go to college and then hopefully move to a city and work in fashion.
So my most memorable moment of high school was when I scored my first varsity touchdown when we had our 9/11 memorial game, and the crowd went crazy, which was awesome.
My goal after high school is
want to go to college, study forestry, eventually find a job or position that lets me help preserve the forest.
get a 2-year education at RV, then probably transfer to a 4-year, and then just to be successful and wealthy.
I'm going to college for nursing, or I'm going to join the Marines.
Probably some sort of trade job, because then I won't be in college debt.
I'm gonna go to art school and I'm gonna own a bunch of birds.
Probably go to college, live a nice life, happy life.
I've had too many good teachers to say who's my favorite.
I plan on doing the nursing program at RVCC, and then hopefully finishing at Rutgers.
If you have the opportunity to do something, just take it, man. Take it, man. Take it, man. Take it, man.
show.
At this time, would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and then remain standing for the national anthem? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, please continue standing as the Voorhees Vikings Band performs our national anthem. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. After shutdowns and quarantines and everything in between, it is an honor to be speaking here before you today. First, and most especially, I would like to thank our teachers, parents, coaches, custodians, our support staff, and administration for getting us to this point. And specifically thank the members of the Board of Education, which include Deb Bonomi, Ryan Hoffman, John Mielek, and Kim Salino. I would also like to welcome and thank Todd Bonsall, Superintendent, and Board President Elizabeth Martin of Hunterdon County Polytech, and of course, our Superintendent, Mr. Jeff Bender. As we celebrate this milestone together, I encourage each one of my peers to specifically thank at least one person that has helped get through them the past 4 years. When reflecting on what I was going to say here today, I realized how insanely passionate our class is, not only inside the classroom, but outside too. Through sports, we've achieved state, conference, and sectional titles, and we've also broken a couple records along the way. If you look at nearly any display case at Voorhees, or attend a music production, or a drama performance, our passion for the arts is obvious as well. Most notably, the class of 2022 is prolific about helping others in their community. Through peer tutoring, running sports programs for younger children, Eagle Scout projects, and volunteering to be the Easter Bunny, hi Sophia, our passion for others inspires me. Nadia Comaneci, a 5-time Olympic gold medalist and the first gymnast to ever get a perfect score, said, "Enjoy the journey and try to get better every day, and don't lose the passion and love for what you do." At Voorhees, this passion for love and life is found in the grand and small. We have definitely had our fun. My personal favorites were grilling a steak at our senior tailgate, nice job, being a part of the Matt Bell fan club at every single Friday night football game, listening to Jay Harp's All I Want for Christmas solo at Spirit Fest, and running around for Senior Assassin. However silly or small these things will seem when we look back, they show our passion for our school and, more importantly, our passion for each other. As we enjoy our journey, as Nadia says, I hope we don't lose that passion and love. I want to thank the 2022 Class Council and Class Advisors. Mrs. Hans and Mrs. Smith, you've provided us with valued guidance and genuine support. It has definitely been a crazy ride, and I've enjoyed all the events we've hosted, especially this year's homecoming. Each and every member of Class Council brought a different perspective and idea, which is what made us so successful, so thank you. To my fellow graduates, we don't have to be an Olympic gymnast to translate our passion to life. Class of 2022, never stop being passionate. It'll truly take you anywhere. While I am terrified and excited at the same time about the lifetime of tomorrows ahead of us, I'm optimistic. I believe that passion can be motivational as well as inspirational, and I look forward to seeing what you all do in your lives. Congratulations, Voorhees, class of 2022.
Good morning, everyone. I am proud to introduce to you the Salutatorian for the class of 2022. We affectionately know him as Mr. Voorhees, Matthew Avalone.
Esteemed faculty and staff, Mr. Peterson, administrators, parents, guests, and graduates, good morning. Some salutatorians deliver their speeches in Latin, but I don't speak Latin, and chances are you don't either. For that reason, I have chosen to deliver the rest of my speech in one of the world's most common languages, Mandarin. Just kidding, I think I'll stick to English. It's been a wild 4 years. Through motivation and hard work, we made it here. It seems like last week I was just a freshman trying to keep up with the upperclassmen at soccer tryouts. I'm sure we all remember how intimidating our first year seemed, balancing schoolwork with clubs and sports. It's not easy going to basketball practice and then coming home to read 2 chapters of the most riveting book ever written, Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. In the end, though, I know that getting involved outside of class has enhanced our high school careers. Through our engagement, our class has developed a sense of community and has created memories which will last a lifetime. Just look at the yearbook. 103 of the pages are extracurriculars. Shout out to the yearbook team, by the way, for doing a fantastic job this year. Have a round of applause. "103 pages of indelible, irreplaceable memories, all because we decided to get involved, to walk in relay for life, to run on the track team, or to go out for the unified play." Before I go on, I'd just like to say what an amazing performance the unified play was last week. It was truly inspiring to see so many good people come together to accomplish their goal. The culture of the unified play is the epitome of how engagement fosters community. In our very special 4 years here, we've celebrated 3 Spirit Fests, competed in 11 full seasons of sports, and been enthralled by 28 AP classes, participated in 37 clubs, and formed countless meaningful relationships with friends and teachers. By relying on the unique community of our class, we've conquered seemingly insurmountable challenges, starting with Mr. Davis's freshman English class. That was a wake-up call. While our shared experiences have united us, our reactions have defined us. We had an outdoor prom, a stellar Spirit Fest right here on the turf, and the school's first ever outdoor homecoming. In the past year, the baseball team won a state championship. Girls lacrosse won a conference championship. Boys cross country won sectionals. Cheerleading went to nationals. The drama club won best overall production for their fantastic show, Crazy for You, this year. The music department had 3 stellar concerts. And the boys' spring track team won their conference championship this spring. Despite the unique challenges we faced, we've accomplished so much and so much more I couldn't list. We've even raised mountains together by assembling a ski slope in the mall for Spirit Fest. In the coming years, I know we'll meet more obstacles. In the face of every challenge, though, there's opportunity. It may not be easy to see unless you know how to look for it. In the words of the great coach, Chase Barbieri, life will smack you in the face with pressure and opportunity. Let's rely on each other when we take on new challenges. Let's embrace the pressure, go above and beyond the minimum, and get involved wherever we go next. When we share experiences, we enrich each other's lives. Today, it may seem that we're leaving our Voorhees community behind. However, the friendships we've made will remain in our memories and our hearts forever. Perpetually remember the importance of community. Wherever you go next, surround yourself with good people and rely on each other in the face of challenges. Whether it's the new friends in your dorm, students in your major, or colleagues at work, we will go on to join and create new communities. Think of today not as the end of our Voorhees journey, but as the beginning of many adventures to come in the next chapters of our lives. Even though we now look to the future, don't forget to enjoy the moment. I know college, trade school, the military, or the workforce will be exciting, but let's enjoy this summer first. A few minutes ago, I mentioned that we made it here through motivation and hard work. Nevertheless, in the wise words of my grandpa, life, you can't get it back. It's great to be motivated, it's great to work hard, but you have to enjoy every moment of it. Look to the future, but live today. Thank you to all the teachers, parents, grandparents, coaches, custodians, outside ground staff, administrators, faculty, and everyone else who made the past 4 years possible. And congratulations to the Voorhees class of 2022. Nice job, Matt. Thank you.
It is now my honor to present to you the valedictorian for the class of 2022, Leah Schultze.
Thank you. Good morning, family, friends, peers, and our live streaming fan club. I know these types of speeches generally open with a joke, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm not very funny. Instead, I'd like to start by giving a thank you to Mr. Peterson, Mr. Simpson, Mr. McGeehan, the Board of Ed, our class advisors, Mrs. Hanson, Mrs. Smith, and of course, the Voorhees teachers and faculty. None of us would be here today without your endless support. I'd also like to say what an honor it is to be here and to have the privilege of addressing the class of 2022 and all those in attendance. I'm beyond proud to be part of this graduating class. But let's take a moment to reflect on those last two words, graduating class. We are graduating high school right here, right now, finally. Every elementary school game of show and tell, game of Kahoot, and late night Walmart run to buy a poster board for a project due the next day, thank you, Mom, brought us to this moment, and I think that is pretty cool. So if you don't mind, I'm actually just gonna take a quick picture to remember this by, so say cheese. And one of you guys too, because, you know, you all look so cute. All right, now that that's out of the way, it's time for some real talk. Brace yourselves for this one. Life doesn't always go according to plan. It's shocking, I know. Take it from me. I'm up here today giving a speech that I wished for with every single loose eyelash, four-leaf clover, birthday candle, and dandelion pappus that came my way. By the way, a dandelion pappus is the fluffy white part that you blow on to germinate it. I had to look that up. I'm also here today after having gotten a crushing rejection from what I thought was my dream college. Hopes and dreams sometimes will remain exactly that, hopes and dreams. They can give us great targets to shoot for, but they're not always something to count on to unfold the way we might anticipate. Life doesn't always go according to plan. And there's not a thing on this earth that any of us can do about that, but find a way to adjust. One of humankind's greatest attributes is adaptability. Life can expose us to some pretty harsh realities. I mean, look at us. We're going on year 3.5 of a global pandemic, and we spent almost 75% of our high school careers having to adjust to new methods of learning, online resources, altered environments, and so much more. We all know firsthand, in one form or another, what it is like to undergo a change from what we might have anticipated. But the fact that we're here now, about to graduate, is a testament to the flexibility and adaptability that we all share. A key part of life is about making adjustments based on what truly works best for you. This willingness to adapt inevitably means the difference between frustration and success. We have found ourselves in a cycle of waking up, going to school, leaving school, going to clubs, playing sports, going home, doing homework, and going to bed. Perhaps after graduation, we may find ourselves back in the same exact type of loop, only this time with a 9-to-5 work schedule and only 2 weeks of vacation. Ultimately, though, being accustomed to routine may make us less ready for life's inevitable curveballs. Say you have your whole life planned out and you hit a brick wall. What is the sense in breaking every toe on your foot trying to kick the wall down? Instead, you could adapt and find a way to move around the wall. Alternatively, you could build a makeshift ladder and climb over it. It's astonishing how many options are out there when you are willing to be flexible and make the necessary adjustments to find them. When life doesn't go according to plan, demonstrate flexibility. There's great beauty in the fact that no barrier is permanent. But with that, there's also responsibility. When the world requires change, we must be the agents of that change. We have a lot of challenges in this world, and rather than accepting them as insurmountable walls, we can choose to embrace change for the better. At present, we're facing an active climate crisis, systemic inequity, international conflict, the list goes on. We cannot let the routine of our lives allow us to accept the brick wall of challenges. The responsibility of adapting is now ours to embrace. Starting today, we have free rein to resolve these challenges with ingenuity, flexibility, and grace, rather than running into the same wall over and over again. It may sound intimidating, but we are ready. We've been gifted this life, this education, and now it's up to us to apply these gifts to something much bigger than ourselves. While I have charged each one of us with the hefty responsibility of solving all the world's biggest problems, always remember that great strides can be made with simple kindness and the enjoyment of the journey that you are on. We are conditioned to think by perpetually working as hard as possible, we will eventually reach an arbitrary definition of success. And in doing so, we miss out on a lot of important experiences as a result of this so-called hustle culture, the biggest one being ourselves. We miss out on ourselves. And what I mean by that is that we forget to take the time to look inward and make sure we're going at the right pace for ourselves. That, too, requires adaptability. Keep in mind, while we cannot settle for complacency, it is just as important to know when to ease up and allow yourselves patience as it is to know when to kick things into high gear. You don't have to give 110% to everything you do. It is perfectly okay to walk some days and sprint others. So, in closing, I will put my years of Voorhees Latin to good use. The word valedictorian is derived from the Latin root meaning the act of saying goodbye. So, goodbye. On behalf of the class of 2022, thank you again to each person who has shown support along the way and shaped us into the people that we are. Thank you for the opportunities and memories we will carry with us throughout our lives. Thank you for teaching us how to be adaptable and grow through the problems that we may face. To the class of 2022, I wish you all the best of luck in overcoming whatever walls you may hit, doing so in whatever direction or pace you may choose. Given the talent, focus, and drive of this class, I have no doubt that each of you will go on to make meaningful changes in the world. Go make Voorhees proud.
Good morning. My name is John Simpson, and I had the privilege of being the class of 22's assistant principal. As you can imagine, each class has their own personality and develops their own reputation. And it's been an interesting 4 years, but I'm happy to report that while the class of 22 had personality, they leave here with an outstanding reputation. You will be missed. Graduates, that reputation and the legacy you leave here comes from the people seated before you. Take just a couple of seconds to thank your parents and loved ones for getting you to this point. Right now, it is my privilege to introduce this year's High Honors graduates. These students have achieved a cumulative grade average of 95% and higher throughout their time at Voorhees High School. Graduates, I ask that you please rise when your name is called and continue standing so that you may be recognized with your fellow graduates. Spectators, I ask that you please hold your applause until a final name has been read so that we may congratulate the group in its entirety. Mia Abramo, Liam Anderson, Joseph Avalone, Logan Barkman, Alexandra Borg, Paige Caulfield, Amber Curtis, Matthew Deacon, Ella DiBiase, Sadie Eichlin, Jacob Elzar, Ryan Furco, Abigail Fisher, Haley Fonseca, Daniel Gomes, Carter Hall, Brianna Shaw, Jillian Ionisi, Malishka Karatic, Abigail Lapointe, Thomas Larson, Catherine Letty, Richard Lee, Fiona Libro, Sonia Marin, William McGlynn, Colton Micheletti, Michael Miglierino, Cameron Moore, Ian Moore, Sean Murin, Jacqueline O'Neill, Keith Panicky, Luke Pondorf, Samantha Prygrocki, Julia Romero, Carlos Ruiz, Jessica Salco, Catherine Sell, Alina Staten, Jordan Strunk, Magdalene Such, Devin Valenta, Grace Veneris, Justin Vernieri, Tristan Weber, Joshua White, Emily Woodruff, the Salutatorian, Matthew Avalone, the Valedictorian, Leah Schultze. Ladies and gentlemen, please. You beat me to it. Great job, everybody.
Mr. Bender, members of the Board of Education, parents, grandparents, friends, and graduates. Before I address the class as a whole, I would like to recognize the following students who will be serving our country. Please rise when I call your name. Liam Anderson, Navy. Luke Bush, Marines. David Goodman, Coast Guard. Darren Layden, Navy. Logan Molina, Corps Cadets. Mark Sands, Army. Malik Span, Army. Ryan Villamaria, Marines. And Shane Wagner, Marines. On behalf of Voorhees High School, I would just like to thank you in advance for your service to our country. Thank you. I would also like to extend my personal gratitude to two very special people, Ellen Vassell and Carmen Cook. They are retiring as of today, and we will miss them greatly. Thank you for your passion and dedication during your years of service to our students and community. You have shown great spirit in and what it means to be a Vike and always made it a great day. I thank you again, and I wish you a very happy, healthy, long retirement. You will be greatly missed. On an added note there, I know the students who had Mr. Cook for senior health, they usually had a court case that they had to do sometime during the year, and it was always fun to be a part of that when the students had asked me. And I will tell you this from experience, and I hope you guys never have to experience this. It is way more nerve-wracking to be on the stand in one of their classes than it is in a real courthouse. So they really grill you. It's tough because you're just making things up as you go, even though we swear to tell the truth. Thank you, Abby, Leah, and Matt, for your wonderful speeches. You definitely set the bar high when I read your speeches. I'm like, they took a lot of my ideas, so I'm going to try to tie my own little piece into what they say. So I'm freaking out a little bit right now. Might be the first time when I'm giving a speech. But I will say this, and I have to address it. Talk about resiliency. You know, Cartoon James up there, I'm hot in this thing. How are you doing with that big melon of yours on? I hope they have like some kind of water thing in there for you. Oh. You know what? You're all welcome here. So that's great. All right. So now to the class. Fear of missing out. Is FOMO still a thing now? Do you guys still say that? You still say FOMO? Okay. I wasn't sure. I'm in my older years. It is a phobia. It's been around probably forever, but is more prevalent today due to social media and the internet. I did suffer from that fear of missing out with social media and stuff, and personally, I got rid of it, and I'm much happier for it because we're always seeing like the highlights of people's lives, and sometimes that can be a little overwhelming and too much. As let's face it, it's not real life. As they said, it has its ups and downs. Over the last year or so, we've heard numerous times that these kids, don't you know that they miss so much? And it's true, I agree, but we all have. However, I'd like to look at it the same way that Leah said so eloquently. Your ability to overcome these obstacles and achieve your amazing successes is quite extraordinary. Theodore Roosevelt used to play a game with his kids on hikes. It was called Over, Under, or Through, but never around. This class has never gone around through any obstacle. They've never just tried to pass it by, because when you go around something, that obstacle is still there. They've always gone through. Be proud of that and never change. But going back to missing out, I believe the ones that missed out the most in their 4 years here at Voorhees High School has been the staff of Voorhees. Mr. McGeehan, Mr. Simpson, and I have had recent talks after prom, after I got back on the senior cruise and everything, just everything that's going on toward the end of the year, especially in the second half of the year, going, this really was a great class. And we didn't really get to recognize, with everything going on in the world and what we had to deal with over and what you had to deal with in your 4 years, that we really didn't get to appreciate how great this class really is. And you really are special. So, I'm glad I got to do the senior cruise with you. I'm glad we got to do the prom for a second time. The senior tailgate was probably the best tailgate ever. Quick story about that. I pull up at, what was it, like 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:15 in the morning, and all I see is a pickup truck with a big flatbed and 4 or 5 guys setting up a grill and everything. And I pull up and I just roll down my window in my car and I go, "You guys got a fire extinguisher?" "Yep, in the truck." I was like, "Okay, color me impressed." I said, "Then cook away, fellas." And so they did. They were nice to offer me some food, but I did not partake. That was their special time. You know, and then the senior sunrise, which I couldn't believe. 55 to 60 of you showed up just yesterday, early in the morning. Sorry that the clouds came in right when the sun was about to rise. We thought it was going to be nice, but thank you for allowing me to be a part of that with you. I did not join you at Great Adventure. I'm sorry. I am a wasted ticket there. I can be peer pressured to go on a roller coaster, but I like my job, and I'm not responsible for anything that I say once I'm on a roller coaster. So Mr. Simpson went and did that. He's the rides guy, so I thank him for doing that. I'm glad he got to enjoy that experience with you. I recently heard someone say that what you do repeatedly is who you are. There is no doubt that this class is flexible, resilient, and driven. I am proud of you. I look forward to seeing all the great things you do in the future. Congratulations to this wonderful class of 2022. Mr. Bender and members of the Board of Education, I hereby certify that the members of the Voorhees High School class of 2022 have met the graduation requirements set forth by the State of New Jersey and the North Hunterdon Voorhees Regional Board of Education. Now let's hand out some diplomas. Thank you.
Speak in the middle. Huh? I will. Before we begin reading the names of the graduates, I would like to remind the audience that there will only be about 2 to 3 second period of time between reading each graduate's name. We are not asking you to hold your applause. However, we are asking you to keep it short and under control so you do not drown out the name of the graduate following the one you're cheering for. You can be as loud as you want when we present the entire class at the end. Benjamin Crescenzi. Mia Lorraine Abramo. Donald Robert Albrandt. Jenna Amalia. Caitlin Anderson. Liam Joseph Anderson. Thomas Murphy Anderson. Joseph Patrick Avalone. Michael Bana.
Robert Edward Benek. Logan John Barkman. Charles Barnwell. Jackson Driscoll Bauer. Christian Francis Beard. Brady Elizabeth Beck. Matthew Ryan Bell. William Henry Bell. Sabrina Perez. Alexander Blackwell.
Chaz Carlton Olufemi Blake. Timothy James Bach Jr. Alexandra Patrice Borg. Elena Marie Borg. Jolie Marie Bronco. Kerrigan Avery Brennan. Julia Roxanne Brock. John Ray Gerald Sabalarisi Bolasan. Caitlin Elaine Busila.
Luke Daniel Bush. Shannon Teresa Burns. Josle Danielle Calix Villadares. Elijah Carey. Rachel Carlson. Madison Elizabeth Carino. Paige Elizabeth Caulfield. Ariel Chico. Brooke Soleil Confortini.
Skylar Breeze Confortini. Sarah Bridget Connor. Margaret Castle Conroy. Henry Mitchell Cooper. Laurentina Juliet Craig. Michaela I. Cruz. Hunter Allen Cryan. Amber Grace Curtis. Luke Gilman Dambois. Matt Deacon.
Ella Joy DiBiase. Kelly Sierra Dio. Sophia Grace Desire. Chloe Alexandra Da Stefano. Laura Grace Dreffenduffer. Brian Paul Duval. Corey Edwards. Sadie Eichlin. Jacob Dean Elzar. Bradley Emmons.
Ethan Englert. Kyle Xavier Ertz. Jack Eskind. Daphne Lynn Evans. Sophia Madeline Everhart. Joshua Dennis Evers. Ryan Richard Finnegan. Ryan Preston Furco. Abigail Lynn Fisher.
Andre Jeremiah Flores. Haley Fonseca. James Joseph Foran. Carter K. Forstner. Olivia Rose Gibson. Amare Tyrone Gilliam. Daniel Gomes. Garrett Reed Gonzalez Rivas. David Philip Goodman Jr.
Joseph Rolando Gora. George Francis Gregory. Mark Vincent Hagan. Carter Nathaniel Hall. Raynell Hall. Joseph Hanley. Jonathan David Harper. Jackson Harris. Giovanna Jatia Hart.
Lorelei Harth. William Gavitt Hemberger. Aaron John Higgins. Rebecca Rose Hockenberry. Brianna Shaw. Jillian Ionisi. Madeline Marie Jansky. Jessica Jensen. Megan Lynn Johnson.
Madeline Charlotte Joasis. Jalen Joyce. Oliver Brooksby Judd. Bethany Leanna Kaduyu. Gina Alexandra Khan. Melitza Karazchik. Gerline Kaur. Morgan Faith Kiley. Lindsay C. Kinsky. Kyle Kish.
Garrett Clutie. Luke E. Clutie. Jake Tyler Knapp. Jenna Lori Kniezer. Julia Rogers Kniezer.
Samira Jade Koska. Lexi Margaret Krippitz. Carly Sophia Krasinski. Lily Kaharski. Alexander Gabriel Kuhn.
Darren Ethan Layden. Thomas Christian Larson IV. Catherine Olivia Letty. William Campbell Letters. Cameron John Levchik. Richard Lee. Fiona Libro. Matias Alberto Lopez Carrete. Sarah Grace Lynch. Gianna Maria Madden.
Logan Molina. Adam James Marcus. Sonia Grace Marin. Evan Medea Masiello. Eli Mary Mazur. Owen Michael McComb. Ryan Michael McGinnis. William McGlynn. Charlie Teresa McGregor.
Colton Gage Micheletti. Michael Ryan Migliorino. Sean Million. Kiara Mills. Madison Monteleone. Cameron Moore. Ian Moore. Josephine Margaret Mosier. Michael Anthony Mosier. James Owen Mueller.
Sean Mirin. Nick J. Narotsky. John Francis Newell III. Connor Joseph Nickel. Sydney Ann O'Donnell. Zoe Elizabeth Olson. Jacqueline Kate O'Neill. Ainsley Colleen O'Sullivan. Anne S. Painter. Keith Penicky.
Marshall Pasternak. Luke Patrick Joseph Pereira. Patrick Funky. Catherine Cateto Plizga. Anthony Poco. Luke Pondorf. Samantha Prygrocki. Christopher Joseph Cartuccio. Allison Paige Rakitich.
Andrew Connor Rinaldo. Stephanie Marie Rektovich. Cameron James Rega. Joshua Reed. Cameron Josephine Rich. Truman Richter. Haley Marie Riggleman. Will Ripke. Jacob Alexander Raspoli.
Jonathan Robert Roderick. Kylie Ann Rossler. Julia May Romero. Patricia Michaela Ariba Rosales. Darby Lynn Ruskowski. Gavin Rudin. Carlos Ruiz. Jessica Salco. Miguel Salvador. Mark Sands Jr.
Evan Johannes Shemansky. Catherine Joan Sell. Kira Michelle Semser. Allison Saratella. Gabriel A. Shaban. Brody Shaner. Ailey Blue Sharer. Cassidy Paige Sieber. Spencer Smith. Samantha Kai Churchill Smith.
Spencer Peyton Smith. Brooke Danielle Solomon. Malik Span. Donovan Starnes. Alina J. Staten. Alistair Stewart. Josephine Stoop. Richard Alloway Strange. Jordan Elizabeth Strunk.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Such. Magdalene Dale Such. Alexander Travaglione. Jack Travaglione. Jane Teal. Caitlin Marie Teen. Troy Chris Thompson. Teresa Marie Tranquilli. Gwyneth Rosemary Tulo.
Devin Jean Valenta. Robert Charles Van Horn. Brad Vanetta. Sean Varela. Izzy Vasquez. Grace Jeanette Veneris. Justin Venieri. Ryan Michael Villamaria. Gage Tyler Voorhees. Haley Voon.
Shane Christopher Wagner. Rose Mackenzie Weber. Tristan Michael Weber. Joshua Tyler White. Crosby Wilkin. Emily Morgan Woodruff.
Emma Rose Yarton. Jongtae L. Yoon. Lindsay Young. Dimitra Ypsilantis. Tyler Andrew Zappa. The Salutatorian for the class of 2022, Matthew Nicholas Avalone. The Valedictorian for the class of 2022, Leah Danielle Schultze. Representing the class of 2022 Class Council, Abigail Claire Lapointe. It is our honor to present to you the Voorhees High School graduated class of 2022.